Welcome back to the Marco Martinez Show. How's everyone doing today? Hope your morning is just as good as mine. Like usual, go ahead, take a sip of your coffee, water, preferably, or whatever. But I'm actually drinking Bubbler. I've actually been choosing Bubbler over coffee. I mean, about the same amount of caffeine as coffee, but 5 calories, a bunch of other shit that I really like. I guess supposedly it's for immune support, but I really like it. Anywho, let's cut to the bullshit. Um, have you ever thought about wanting to start a business? Like, actually, have you ever thought about it? To where maybe you have an idea that you really just want to do. Maybe you want to be a YouTuber and kind of have a business geared towards that, like either vlogging or gaming or whatever, or or just something else. But have you ever asked yourself, nah, that's too hard. I won't do it. Why? Why not even try? Why, oh, it's too saturated. So, that doesn't matter. There's millions and millions of YouTubers. Let's say if it is YouTube. There's millions and millions and millions of YouTubers every day that post videos. Yeah, yours could stand out. Or if you're, let's say, in real estate, like I am, yes, there's thousands of realtors, but you can stand out more than the others. Or you want to do a cupcake business, but there's already a bunch of bakeries in my town. Then put a little twist to it. Make yours better. How? I can't really give you the secret sauce to that. You're going to have to find out how. Find out what the consumer likes. People buy from people they like. And that's a nice quote that I heard off of TikTok of this one guy. People buy from people they like. Because if you really think about it, people only buy, let's say, tickets to Drake's concerts because they really love Drake. So people will buy it. If they hated Drake, they won't go. So you don't go. Even if it's expensive. If you really like Drake, you go. So then when starting a business, why don't you just do it? Give it a go. Who cares if you fail at that business? You gave it a shot. You now know, oh, this is how it is starting a business. This is how it is doing this. Give it a go. Keep going. Because then also when I saw something, guy named Iman Gadzhi, love the guy, about my age, a millionaire, jealous, but he started way earlier than I did. So, got to give him props to that. But he did say something that kind of did stick out to me when I watched one of his videos, which is true, is how are you trying to start $1 million business, a 10 million, $100 million business when you haven't even made $1,000 in a month from a business, not from a job, from a hourly wage job or even salaried. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, I burped. But how do you expect to make $1 million business if you haven't even made $1,000 one a month? Which kind of got to me, which I'm like, that's actually kind of right. How do you expect yourself to break even or to profit 1,000? Oh, and like you want to be the millionaire, you want to make that million a month or whatever, but you've never even hit 1,000 on your previous one. So then how are you going to do it? And he was saying, like, once you figure out how to make a business that makes $1,000 a month, now you can finally, with that money, you can now finally make one that can do $10,000 a month. Or if you're still in the same one, learn how to make $10,000 a month. And then once you start making the 10K, start bumping it up to now 100, to where now you'll not only will you start making the money that you want, but now you can start really focusing on those $1 million businesses, because not only do you have the capital for it, now you have the knowledge, the experience for it. Because just like with me, a lot of things that I want to do, like owning apartments, hotels, gyms and stuff like that, the real estate of stuff like that. How can I do that if I don't even I can barely even keep $1,000 in my account because of the money that I make. So how do I expect to do that if I've even learned how to make $1,000 a month, let alone 10. So how do I expect to own apartments, hotels, all that fun stuff, all the real estate fun stuff, if I haven't even learned how to make $1,000 a month? And then not only that, with another business idea that I want to do, how do I expect to do that if I've never ran a business alone? Like, not alone. I mean, obviously you have to have the team. But how do if I don't even have the capital for it, I don't have connections for it, how do I expect to even create a business like that? Like, I mean, that's my personal experience, but with like yours, have you thought about wanting to do something that you're like, well, it would be nice, but that's way too expensive? Keep that idea. If you want to make that $1 million business, keep that idea, but maybe figure out how to then make 1,000 a month, and then 2, 3, 8, 10, whatever. Learn how to find that out first. If you want to create a business, if you want to do whatever, learn how to do that first, and then start worrying about the others. Because be honest with yourself. How can you make $1 million business if you don't even know how to make $1,000 business? Truly ask yourself that. And like with me, like the market's very saturated right now with realtors. Clearly, I mean, here in Lincoln, it's very saturated. But that doesn't matter. Find your niche. Find what you're good at. Be the one that stands out. Because anybody, and just like this one chef on Ratatouille on the TV, like he said, anybody can be a chef. Anybody can learn how to cook. Anybody can be a chef. But only the best are the ones that stand out. Only the best are the ones that are putting in the work. Only the best are the ones that show you that they're the best by doing the best, by standing out. And that's just like with any other thing. Like, oh, you want to be an artist, a music artist, but you rap or you sing exactly this. You try copying someone else. Of course, people are going to want to listen because you sound like that person. You're copying whoever. Until you add your own little twist to it, you add your own little sound to it, and now they may look and say, "Oh, well, no, you used to sound like every other rapper, or you used to sound like every other pop artist, but I like this new twist to it. This is new." Now you got them hooked. It's just human psychology. Same with realtors. Like, trust me, it gets very fucking annoying when I open up Facebook or Instagram. And it is the same mumbo jumbo of, learn how to buy a home. These are the steps on how to buy a home. VA mortgage, arm loan mortgage versus FHA loan or whatever. It is all the same thing I see all over social media with a different template. It's all the same with a different template. And people are just going to scroll right by it. Why? Because it's the same thing as everyone else is doing. Until, let's say, you add a little twist. Maybe you add a cool animation to it. Now people are going to be interested. Maybe you still talk about the same thing, but now people are more interested because you put in effort and add a little twist to it. Or maybe, with like an open house. Not just like an open house, but let's say with like a tour. Where people will do a quick 30-second tour, maybe a quick minute tour with some music, cool lighting, all that fun stuff. Now, but what if you somehow create a 30-second video or 1 minute TikTok video or shorts, whatever, where you add your own little twist, where maybe you add some humor, maybe you add just a twist to it that grabs the audience's attention to where now not only are they there for the home, now they're there for you. Because now if, let's say, Like like on TikTok, I saw this one realtor who honestly was funny. Like the way he was presenting the homes, it was hilarious. And I'm like, people are engaging in this because I have seen a bunch of other TikToks that's the same thing. But this guy, he had his own little twist to it, and he's getting views, he's getting likes, which in turn, that then can turn into money because then people are going to say, well, I really like this guy. I either want to sponsor him, I want to buy a home from him because he seems like a funny person, like a great guy. Or, well, we are looking at moving and I want him because he's a really great guy, but he's also very knowledgeable. It's like with any other business. You want to be in the construction business. And there's a bunch of other businesses, a bunch of other construction businesses out there. Add your own little twist to it. Obviously don't try copying everyone else. Do it differently. Go the opposite way. Do something. Do it differently. Because once you do that, people are gonna see it and say, "Wow, he's really good." Learn how to read people. Learn the psychology behind people. Because if you copy everyone else, if you follow the herd, you're just gonna be the same person. You're gonna be the same as everyone else. You do it differently, people are gonna gravitate towards it. They're gonna say, "Wow, the human psychology." If they see the same thing every day, of course they're gonna say, "Ugh, same thing." Scroll. You add your own little twist to it. They're gonna say, "Whoa, this is actually pretty interesting. This is very, this information's very new to me," or this guy's really funny, or something. I know that talks about more of the realtor side, but it's just really with anything. Don't think that the market's too saturated with whatever business you are trying to start, whether it be online, in person, whatever. Just know that nothing's ever too saturated. Learn how to put your own twist to it. Learn the literally learn human psychology. Learn what gravitates people towards. I mean, times are changing every day. Times are changing. Literally, times are changing every day to where, maybe there's one Canva post that you like putting. It may, it's nice and cute and whatever, but it barely gets any engagement. And maybe you don't want to rely so heavily on cold calls. Maybe you want to, get people's attention online. Learn human psychology behind many things. Because, if you want to attract buyers, you want to attract customers, whether it be buyers or sellers or whatever, you want to attract them in a way, be different. Yes, learn how to be salesy. Yes, learn sales, whatever, but learn how to be different. Don't try copying everyone else. Learn how to be different. And it'll get hard. Trust me. It'll get really hard. It'll be depressing at times. You'll want to cry yourself to sleep. You'll want to kill yourself. Trust me. I've been in many situations like that. I'm not saying that, oh yeah, I have my $1 million business, I'm making $1 million a month. No. I haven't made my $1,000 a month yet business. Just know. You will get through it. You will be successful. I believe in you. I love you. And then also, one last thing. The only person who can judge you is the person that you're seeing in the mirror every day. The person that you see every day in that mirror is the only one who can start judging you. Because the minute you start judging yourself, the minute you start judging what you're capable of, it all goes downhill. Because as much as you can do the change, you can also ruin it. Go ahead. You decide. Thank you for listening. My name is Marco. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.